So we're going to do our reading fluency assessment a little bit different than what the Logic of English book has us do. So I would make 2 copies of the assessment, one for you, one for your child. The one for you, you can write on, so you can record the mistakes, the errors that they make, and then your child would just have their own to read. If you don't want to make a copy, then I suggest having a pad of paper and a pencil so that you can make tally marks of the errors that they have. Then you need a timer. You can choose if you want your child to know that they're being timed or not. I always tell them, when I've done this in the past, that I'm timing you. Don't worry about the timer. I'll tell you when to start, I'll tell you when to stop, but just read, don't pay attention to the timer. So have your your child know in advance that use their pointer finger to start here, and not to talk during it, just to read. So you'd set your timer, start it, tell them to go. They would be reading. As they're reading, if they make mistakes or errors on yours, you can go ahead and start crossing it off. If they go back and they get it correct, you can say self-correct, and you would just mark them as they go and then tell them to stop. So I have written over here just some numbers so I can see where we're at. So my pretend child here read 30, there was 30 words, and they had 3 mistakes, 3 errors. And so the number of words read correctly is 28. We're going to take that 28, we're going to divide it by the number of words that there was all together in the passage that they read, or up to what they read, and then that will give you your percent, which you are going to record on the progress tracker. I believe that's what they want you to do here. So it would be 28 divided by 30 equals 93%. I may be wrong on that. Alright, and then down at the bottom they have a fluency graph. So we're going to do a cold read, which is what we just did, and that was 28 words per minute. So we're going to put a little line there, and you're going to make it blue. I'm not doing it blue here because this isn't my book, but you would put it in blue. Blue will represent cold read. Then you're going to have your child read it 1 or 2 more times, and then again time them, have them stop. Hopefully this time they'll read further down after they've read it a couple times. This is going to be what we call our hot read. So then you would take your little information, fill this back out. Over here you can put a little red line. Let's say they got 40 words that time. So then you would give them up to 40. So hopefully they'll be encouraged to see that once they practice reading a couple times, that their reading improves. You don't need to worry about up here. You could choose if you want to do the hot or the cold read. The reading fluency, that is just basically based on it's subjective really. They give you in the book a little information on that. I always think of it this way: your reading fluency should be like how you are speaking. Alright, I think that is it. Hopefully it makes sense. Thanks.